Hey, it's Mr. Lum, and we're going to be looking at pie graphs, or sometimes called circle graphs. So if you could take out your handouts that you should already have, and we can jump to this page right here on circle graphs and get started. Okay, so first off, we're going to be looking at the daily activities of a college student. And what we can see here is that this individual sleeps for roughly 7 hours a day, school 7 hours, has a job for 4, homework for an hour and a half, 2 hours of eating, hour and a half of relaxing, and an hour of travel. And if we add all that up, that should make up around 24 hours of time for them. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what percentage of time does this individual sleep. So if we take 7 hours right here and we go 7 hours over the total amount of time, which is 24 hours, we can find out what percentage of the day is spent sleeping. So we go 7 divided by 24 and we get 29%. Or in other words, if I leave it as a decimal, 0.2916 or 17. Okay, so anyways, that means 29.17% of their time is spent sleeping. I left it as a decimal just because it makes it a little bit easier for the next step. So it can be written as 29.17%, or we can leave it as a decimal of 0.2917. School is the same amount of time, so we don't even have to calculate that. It would just be the same percentage, 29%. And then their job is 4 hours. So 4 divided by 24 equals, and we get 16%, or 0.1667, or 16.67. Do the same thing for the next one. And we get 6.25%, or 0.0625. Same thing for the next. 2 divided by 24 equals, and I get 8%, or 0.0833. And then I do the same thing for the next one, 1.5 divided by 24, and we get, I didn't even need to do that because it's the same number as this one, so 0.0625%. And then we have 1 hour of travel. So 1 divided by 24 equals, and we get 4%, 0.04166. Now, the reason why I left it in these decimal form rather than multiplying it by 100 is because we now want to convert it to a circle graph. So in order to convert it to a circle graph, we have to figure out what is 100% of a circle. And 100% of a circle is 360 degrees. So if 100% of a circle is 360 degrees, what is 29.17% of a circle? So how I figure this out is I take this number right here and I multiply it by 360 degrees. So when I do that, I'm going to go 0.2917 times 360, and I get 105. So I now know that sleep is 105 degrees of my circle. And the school is also going to be the exact same number. Could you calculate the rest of these degrees for me? And we'll come back and talk.